Hi, everyone. So, for this time, we're going to be focusing on the verse ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and it will be open to you. Each word, ask, seek, and knock, has a separate and unique meaning. Some commentators say that this verse is basically your praying formula. And for the short time, we're going to be focusing on the second part of the verse, which is seek and you will find. But let's start by asking what the word seek even means. It's a common word, and by definition, we know it's an attempt to find something. Its synonyms include pursue, go after, try to obtain. But when we look at this verse, some commentators define the word in a different way. They define it relative to the word ask. It's defined as asking with great concern and concentration. And that means we put all things out of our mind and only focus on what's being sought and pay no attention to our problems or external circumstances. And this concept isn't new. We achieve a lot of things in our life by applying a degree of concentration and concern and dedicating a lot of thought into those things. So, for example, for us to get a job, we often have to study for over 18 years and then go to university. And for us to be healthy, we're required to have a balanced diet and go to the gym. Our spiritual life shouldn't be any different. In fact, there are countless people in the Bible that show us what happens when we seek. For example, Zacchaeus sought Jesus by going up the tree, and that day Jesus decided to visit his house. In the journey to Emmaus, Jesus' followers saw understanding and their eyes were opened. The Canaanite woman came out and cried out to Jesus, who was a stranger to her and her people, and he healed her daughter. The bleeding woman sought Jesus by wanting to simply touch his robe. Another example is Jairus, a big ruler at the time, who sought Jesus and told him his daughter was dying. And someone even told him at the time that his daughter had already died. But despite that, he sought God with faith, and his daughter rose from the dead. In each of those examples, we see that they sought Jesus, but when they were seeking him with faith. And we also see that what they're seeking is quite different. So starting this new year, we can ask ourselves, what is it that we're seeking? Are we seeking to know him more? Are we seeking his will in our life? Are we seeking how he can be the captain of our life and how he can guide us? Because he promises through this verse that when we consistently seek him, we will find him. In Matthew it says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." The Bible is full of examples of people that are a testament to this verse. They're constantly seeking and constantly finding, and God gives them the best things for their life. And another important differentiator is that when they're seeking him, they do it without doubting. They do it with a lot of faith, focus, and a lot of follow-through, because it was their faith that gave them what they were seeking. So for this new year, we need to start seeking him, and we need to start seeking him with faith to allow him to take control of all the big and small things in our life. So how do we practically do that? Because we don't need to physically run out and call to him. St. Augustine says, "And see, you are within, and I was in the external world, and sought you there. And in my unlovely state, I plunged into those lovely created things which you made." So by communion, he already dwells within us. So we need to be seeking inwardly. And this can happen by connecting with him in prayer, seeking him by reading his word that we already are very lucky to have access to. And also seeking to be more like him and be more in his image and his likeness by pursuing and developing the fruits of the Holy Spirit, patience, perseverance, kindness, love, and other fruits. Because as we stand before him in prayer, as we read our Bible and we make him our target, and based on the examples we see in the Bible, as we seek him more and more, he gives us the best possible thing for our life, which is to be in his image and likeness.